We are in Toronto, and we are just waiting for people to finish boarding the airplane for the flight to San Jose. We splurged a little bit. We were able to get premium economy seats, and it's pretty sweet. I gotta say, it's a little lusher than we thought. We were just thinking we might get a little more leg room, but it's pretty sweet, Ross. Ross is trying to take a video.
Every time I do something,
somebody interrupts, including me. But for the sake of getting some footage, here is our breakfast view this morning on day one.
rental agency dropped the car off at the hotel, so after a stop in Alajuela for some data cards and for some cash, we were on our way to La Fortuna. Costa Rica has lots of data options, and I recommend Claro.
There are monkeys on the money. We are on the road. We left Alajuela, we have our new SIM card, we have everything locked in here to get us to La Fortuna. How you doing, Ross?
I am good.
So, we're still on our way to La Fortuna. Ross put into Google that he wants to avoid toll roads, and that is indeed what we are doing right now. We are avoiding toll roads. Wow, what a difference 5 minutes makes.
This is a rainforest.
Yeah, we just climbed to the top of the mountains that were clearly trapping the weather system on the other side, and we've entered a new weather system.
We were literally driving in the clouds. With the narrow roads winding up and down, I really had to pay attention to the road. Finally, we made it through and entered La Fortuna. On a clear day, Arenal volcano would loom large in the background, but on today's cloudy day, it was nowhere to be seen. The weather didn't really get us down, because our next destination We were planning to get wet anyway. Tabacon Hot Springs, or Tabacon, I don't know the pronunciation. Anyway, it was about 15 or so minutes northwest of our hotel, around the other side of Arenal volcano, and it's actually heated from the volcano. A one-day pass costs $89 per adult and includes a towel and locker facilities. Drinks at the bar are not cheap. For 2 cocktails, DW and I spent $36 US. They were tasty, but ouch.
Ross is here at Soda El Turnito.
And so is Lori.
And I'm here too. We went to the Tabacon Hot Springs and blew our budget. So now we're at a very...
At a soda.
At a soda. It's very reasonably priced, but has great reviews. So we are looking to have kind of the standard plates. Yum. What are you getting?
I'm gonna try the chifrio.
Nice. I'm gonna go for the casados.
The chifrio was one of my favorite meals of the entire trip. The weather improved, Arenal volcano showed its face, and DW and I took the 6-minute drive to La Fortuna Falls.
So coming down was relatively easy. The hard part now is to go up. So we made it down to the falls and back in one piece. I walked 500 steps and then 500 more just to be right here.
The food at the Red Frog Roasters was not only reasonably priced, but it was very tasty. So much so that we vowed to come here again for dinner. In the afternoon, we made our way to El Silencio Nature Reserve, where there are trails that we were hoping to see wildlife such as the sloths and other animals, plus all the birds. There's even a trail along the lava beds where Arenal volcano had erupted in 1968. We were hoping to see the volcano and some of these lava trails.
Of course it only rains when we're in the open. Well, we saw no sloths,
No.
We saw no monkeys, we saw very few birds. We saw one bird high up in a tree. Hopefully the photo turns out. Saw a lot of the leafcutter ants.
Actually, we saw a lot of birds, but
From high above and far away.
yeah.
But the trail is beautiful. The views are good regardless of whether you see the volcano or not. We've seen it a few times, and it's right at our front doorstep for our hotel.
The lava field's very much worth it.
Yes, absolutely worth it. So we're heading back towards La Fortuna, and we need to get out of our wet clothes.
We're soaked. Okay.
We are soaked.
We're on a morning walk through the jungle at the back of Brisas Arenal Hotel. They have a section of preserve here. And we have a couple little friends who have joined us. Hey, buddy. Hi. Hi, you two. Good morning, Ross.
Good morning, Lori.
Where are you this morning?
I am at our hotel's dining area, having a very nice traditional breakfast.
Right, we are at the Brisas Arenal, so we are still in the La Fortuna area. We leave the La Fortuna area this morning to head for Monteverde. Oh, we've got some action going on behind you. Now there are two of those rather unusual looking birds. I think those are the same that we saw along the road the other day, that we were wondering if they were a type of vulture.
I don't remember seeing the red.
But yeah, there's a beautiful garden on the grounds here. There's a jungle path, and yeah, you can see here the waterfall. Quite a bit of activity in the bird bath.
saw a lot of different birds while we had our breakfast, and we took tons of photos. But we had to finish up, pack up our room, and start heading on the road again.
We are on our way to Monteverde. We're crossing Arenal Lake, I believe.
We were surprised to see so many cyclists on the highway, and we had to keep our eyes out to keep them safe. The roads leading up to Monteverde were varied in quality, from bad to worse, with lots of potholes, uneven terrain, and very rough patches. We're so glad we had a four-wheel drive to help negotiate some of them. Stella's in Monteverde is a great place to stop for lunch. Their food is excellent, and behind they have a beautiful garden where you can roam and see different types of flowers. We checked into Belle Cruz Bed and Breakfast, got cleaned up, and got ready for our next adventure.
Yeah, you feel it. We'll cut your skin a little. See that? Look at that big steak.
Yeah.
Now, do not kill the end. What I have to do is I need to let go the end and grab the steak, because if I pull the end is kind of, well, already let go. But they kind of get locked. And if you pull the end, you will amputate the head.
DW and I booked a reservation through our bed and breakfast in the Monteverde Cloud Forest Reserve with the Three Brothers tour guides. They are highly recommended, very knowledgeable, excellent people. After we said goodbye to our guide, DW and I went back into the rainforest to do some exploring on our own. The higher that we climbed, the more we realized the name Cloud Forest wasn't just for show. There was nothing to see at any of the views that we had other than clouds. At the summit, we reached the continental divide between the Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic. And of course, we were in the clouds, so there was nothing to see. We returned to Santa Elena for some lunch and a much-needed beer. We returned to our hotel and climbed a hill where we watched the most spectacular sunset of our entire vacation, and then went to dine at the hotel where we had an exceptional dinner on our last night. The next morning, we were on the road early, leaving Monteverde and headed for our next destination. Stay tuned to find out where that is. And thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe so that you never miss a video. From La Fortuna and Monteverde in Costa Rica, this is the Brown Noser. See you next time.